everyone. I wanted to get back into some silver glass. So today we're going to make a gravity swirl bead out of double helix striking glass atlas. Let's go. Our colors for today are, of course, double helix atlas, and I pulled kind of a fat stringer with it, so we're going to use a stringer. And then somewhere, someplace, at some time, I read that using a feutre yellow opal makes a great base for these striking glasses. It helps with the striking process. So my base is going to be a feutre yellow opal. And then I pulled a little teeny tiny stringer of Creation is Messy Hades. I'm going to use that as kind of an outline. I like the little outlines on this bead. So those are our colors. Let's get started. Alrighty, here we go. I started out with just a barrel bead of that feutre yellow ochre. And now I am going to take my atlas stringer and I'm just going to put some stripes horizontally across this barrel. And we'll see how it comes out. I'm not going to worry too much about spacing and being even and stuff, because the bead looks better if you have like different amount of space in between. And you could even use like thinner and thicker stringers to make it interesting. And in fact, we might have to go that route because I'm running out of stringer and I don't want to burn my finger. Okay, I'm gonna grab the rod here, keeping that bead warm, and in that big giant section I'm just gonna put a rod kind of thickness of stringer. We'll see what happens. Yay! I wish I could remember where I saw all these little tidbits of info, like use ochre yellow as a base bead for your striking glass. Okay, there's those. Okay, I got my atlas on. Now I'm just going to take this Hades and I'm just going to put stripes in between the atlas stripes. And you know what? If that yellow ochre seeps up around the black and the atlas, that's okay. Perfectly okay. I don't mind it. It just gives the bead interest. Oh, caca. Gotta love those hairline stringers. Oh no, am I gonna run out? Oh, I got one more. Please. Oh shoot, I need tweezers. Tweezers for that last stripe. And now I can't pick it up because it's so skinny. I'm having issues, you guys. Issues. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's start heating this up. Going to town. Now, number one, I'm heating this because I want to melt in all of the dots and stuff, all of the stripes. But also, I'm using this to reset that atlas. Remember, we have to reset it before it will strike. So we're going to get it screaming hot. Screaming hot. And those atlas stringers will actually go a little bit to the transparent side. Go to the dark side, my son. Come to the dark side. We have atlas. Yeah, I can like see through it. Okay, so what I have learned, I still have issues with striking glass. So I've decided to ignore my issues, and instead I found that using a brass roller will really help that striking glass cool off, and all of a sudden, boom, the colors will bloom. So I have my crunch down here, my crunch press, and I am just going to roll out a little bit of that glass, and let's see what happens. I have to take my glasses off to look. Did it cool? Is it striking? Kinda, sorta. A little bit there on the fat one. And as it cools, it'll start to strike more. Okay, let's go ahead and make this gravity barrel. Now, to make the gravity part, you want to kind of heat up just one section, one side of your bead until it starts to slump and droop. And you can tell that it's slumping and drooping because there'll be a V form starting to shape in your stripes. It'll go from a straight stripe across to a V. So it's starting right there. Oh, let me see. I'm looking in the camera to see if you guys can see it. See how it's starting to slump like a little bit? So I'm going to just keep heating and rotating the bead very slowly to get that V to slump all the way around. And when it gets started in one area, then I'm going to stop and direct my flame to another area. And when that starts to slump, I will slowly rotate it. So let's see, it's really starting now. See, you can see how those V's are starting to form in the center. And that's gravity. Gravity working on our bead to make the gravity swirl. Okay, this is the fat atlas stripe. There we go. This V is starting to form. Ooh, that's a good one. And I just slowly, in and out of the flame, getting that center part. And I've got my flame directed like right in the center of the bead. And things are starting to form the, oh wow, that looks cool. Okay, don't overwork it. Don't get it too hot. But let me pull it out and let it cool. And I'll show you how those V's. And I tell you, putting the black down, it really helps the V's show up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more time. I'm going to get it screaming hot. And then I'm going to marver it a bit. And let's see if we can get that striking glass to strike. Okay. And when I marver it and I roll it, I'm rolling it in the same direction as the V's because I don't want to unwind. I don't want to unwind my glass. Oh wow, it's starting to work, you guys. I think that's good. So you can see those blues and purples are starting to come out. I'm going to let it cool down a lot and go back in. Stick it under the table. And it's not glowing, so let's put it up here. And just keep your flame directed until you get a light glow. Like right there, and see how it's starting to turn that amber color. I'm going to go on this side and do the same. Give it a little rotation here. And there we go. Now the colors are starting to strike and come out. And I'm just going to work this until I am very happy. I really like the blues and the greens coming out. And that's the point past amber. I think it goes amber first and then blue and green. Okay, now I'm going to just continue to work this bead till I'm happy with the striking colors. And then what I'm going to do, we can't send exposed silver beads to beads of courage. So what I do, you got to encase it with clear and fully encase it, which means I put a loop of clear here on the ends where the holes are and then encase the whole bead, and then I can send it to the kids. Okay, you guys, that is your Atlas Gravity Swirl. Have a great day. I got lots of exciting things to tell you in the next few days. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.